Hello everyone, we're here today at the Bears and Jets Flag Football Championship. We're here with special guests Erik Coleman and Phoebe Schecter. How are you guys both feeling today?
Oh, I'm so excited. I mean, you can just hear the atmosphere here. You can smell the barbecue food, more
I
importantly.
smelled that when I came in. Super excited. And yourself?
Oh, I'm very excited. The energy level here is great. It's great to see the girls out here competing, having fun, celebrating. It's beautiful.
And you've got a bit more of an investment, not that I'm taking anything away here in terms of teams playing today. What do you think of the Jets' chances?
Oh, I think they have a great chance. They're out here competing. I see the girls running by right now. It's awesome. And they're having a great time.
And in terms of these events, obviously it's amazing for the growth of, not just the NFL internationally, but just for women and girls. It's super empowering. What do you think events like this sort of mean for the future in terms of that growth?
Well, I think it's a massive statement from the Jets and the Bears to say, hey, we're coming over here as your international home markets, and we're going to invest in girls, in youth sports, because that's what this country needs. That's what these girls need, more opportunity to play sport, to be out here creating that kind of social setting within sport, and then just the confidence they're building from being out here. I had the pleasure of being here only a few months ago when they started, and seeing them then compared to now. I mean, they're pointing, getting people lined up. We've got different defensive schemes being run. So this is major, and it's just only going to continue to grow and develop, and it's just an amazing first step.
Would you add anything?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great, for girls to be involved in this game. My daughter plays. And it's great because she got to see me play as a player, and she bounced around with sports trying to figure out what she liked. Then she saw the opportunity to play flag football, and it was like, oh, I can play what my dad plays, and to see a little bit of myself in my daughter,
that.
See the competition, see that competitiveness in her. It's wonderful.
Is she as hard hitting as you were as a player? I remember.
She put on
she put the pad. Okay. Hey, taught her well. That's the main thing. And then I've noticed one thing. I know I confessed before this interview, being a Patriots fan, keep that quiet. But the reason I mentioned that, we've had a full-time scout, first full-time female scout, which will be big news. As a fan, I'm super proud of that. I know people talk about obviously flag football and the growth of being, these young girls getting into the game. But do you think also that interest transpires to other jobs as well?
Massively. I mean, just look out here right now. First off, the diversity. You've got some of our women coaching, some of our women playing. So you've obviously got some women officiating. There's so many roles within American football. It's not specific that you have to play. You might love rules and officiating's for you. You might love drawing the plays up and being creative in that way. So there's so many different roles. And yes, the Patriots, they've gone ahead and gotten a scout, which is a big step for them because they've not previously had many women within the building. So this is a great forward progress. I mean, the Jets as well have done a great job. Bears have scouts too now. So it's going to keep growing and developing where it's just the norm and we don't even have to talk about it.
Yeah, I think bias aside, the thing that the Jets and Bears have done is massive. And I think even as you spoke about the growth in 2 months already to have this event here today, it speaks volumes. And then in terms of, flag football, in terms of the Olympics, we know that a few months ago, I believe in October in Mumbai, there's going to be the decision potentially. And then it could be LA 2028. How do you think that as well is going to impact in terms of growing the interest if it does get the sign-off, fingers crossed, to be an Olympic sport?
It's going to be huge for growing the interest. This flag football is a sport that everyone can play. And once people from different countries find out the rules, they figure out how to play, everyone can compete in this game. And I think it's going to level out the playing field and just grow the sport.
Yeah, I agree. And yourself, well, I know that you're a big player. How you feel about your own personal ambitions, maybe Olympics?
I hope that I'd be coaching the Olympics, not playing.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
You never know. But
Tom Brady played till 45.
True. We've got some pretty cool young talent behind us, so maybe they'll be involved in it. But, it is, and you said it perfect there, it's leveling the playing field. Things like this level the playing field because coming in, girls, especially at like primary, secondary school, the playing field is level in the sense that it's not like they've been in some sort of football academy since they were 4. Yeah. So everyone's got equal opportunity to being great at this sport. And the leadership skills really stand out from the female perspective. And to be honest, some of them have a bit better body control at that age, and they're really able to be creative out there on the field. But Olympics, you've got NAIA or JUCO in the States, you can go get an education. You can play for your country. We've got our European Championships this summer in Ireland. I mean, the opportunities to be involved in sport are endless, and things like this just show them that there's so much potential out there.
Yeah, that's amazing. And if you don't mind me digressing for 1 second, being a tight ends coach formerly for the Bills, I'm really curious what you think about the draft pick with.
Dalton.
Yes,
absolutely. Kincaid.
Kincaid.
Yeah.
The reason I've almost forgot his name is because I've been avoiding him on my dynasty draft boards because of him being a Bills player. Sorry if you're watching, but I don't like to start players against my own team because then I'm conflicted when I've got red zone on. But what do you think of the draft pick and the addition to the offense? Good weapon for Josh Allen.
A great weapon for Josh Allen. A great match to line up with to kind of counter with Dawson Knox as well. You've got a big body tight end. That offensive scheme, you want to be able to have someone that can get in there and block and protect Josh, give him more time to make decisions, clear decisions out there. You also can add in almost like a lead block because we know Josh likes to run. So when you've got that opportunity to give so many more challenges to a defense, I think he's going to be a great addition. He seems like a really smart young man and already looks like he's going to fit in perfectly with the Bills culture.
I wish him all the best. I do genuinely mean that. And in the Jets, it'll be rude to not ask. Aaron Rodgers, what's the 2023 season looking like for the Jets? How are you feeling?
Well,
optimistic?
It's looking bright for us right now. The Jets already have one of the top 5 defenses in the NFL. They have a ton of skill position players. Look at Garrett Wilson, who was Rookie of the Year last year. Breece Hall, who was on pace to be Rookie of the Year last year before he got hurt. So when you add a quarterback into that mix, it's going to do nothing but help everyone on that team. He's got great leadership. He's won Super Bowls, MVPs.
Yeah.
He's towards the end of his career, so he's going to help out all the young guys. I think it's a great addition.
Yeah, I agree. I'm hoping to go to the Patriots-Jets game in New York, but we'll probably lose. And then maybe the Cowboys one the week after. I might be flying over for 2 losses. And then my final question, I'm just curious. We spoke about the Olympics. Myself, I'm early 30s now. But, if I start putting the effort in, how do you feel about me potentially, what are my chances? Making a team?
Tom Brady played until he was 45. You've got every chance. Be out there, get playing, work on those Shakira hips.
Yeah,
That's
okay. Hips don't lie. Yeah, a bit of salsa. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta see how you move.
Yeah, maybe later on. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for the interview. It's been really great meeting you both. And yes, plenty more content coming from the franchise tag, so stay tuned.